Good.
Okay, here we are, everybody. Testing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the corral for this Northeast 1B Volleyball League matchup between the 6-2 visiting Odessa Tigers and your own 5-2 Northport Lady Mustangs.
Did you give me a program again? I forgot. Thank you.
Before we meet the players in tonight's match, would you all please rise and remove your hats while sophomore Talina Short sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, once so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through
Tigers. Number 4, Mia Voss. Number 10, Patrice Voss. Number 16, Karen Pearl. Number 3, Megan Schaefer. Number 6, Anna Strutz. And number 8, Jordan Warner. And for the Northport Mustangs, number 5, Keelan Middlesworth. Number 7, Luna Puerto. Number 9, Aston Glanville. Number 13, Kylie Corcoran. And number 14, Talina Short. And now we'll meet the starters for the visiting Tigers. An outside hitter, a senior, number 1, Amber Smith. Middle hitter, a sophomore, number 13, McKenna Davison. Middle hitter, a senior, number 14, Maria Davison. An outside hitter, a sophomore, number 15, Caitlin Shu. A defensive specialist, a sophomore, number 17, Natosha Foss. An outside hitter, a sophomore, number 7, Maddie Wagner. And running out the Tiger lineup tonight, a junior setter, number 9, Brenna Carstensen. The Tigers are coached by Maria Harper and assisted by Marie Cooper.
Thank you.
And now let's make some noise for Northport Lady Mustangs.
Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tuesday. What is today? The 23rd of No, this isn't. Yeah, this is the 23rd of October. No, it's not. This is the 3rd, I think. Oh, wow.
Starting outsider, a 5'2" sophomore, number 4.
But it's the Northport Mustangs against Odessa Volleyball.
Starting out Rivera, a 5'4"
Welcome from you to you far and wide down in California and Zimbabwe, wherever you're listening from.
5'7" senior, number 8, Ashton. Starting out middle hitter, a 5'10" freshman, number 10, Odessa. And rounding out the Mustang lineup today, a 5'9" junior outside hitter, number 12, Haley Young. The Mustangs are coached by Beth Curtin and assisted by Mr. Sean Ergen. Our officials for this evening's match, who are certified and registered with the WOA, is our R1 is Carmen Goodwin and our R2 is Lindsay Lane.
Okay, let the games begin.
That's 2 days extra credit, coward.
Yeah. The only thing that you didn't have was the cable, or HDMI. That's it. Everything else was. Yeah. Goes right here to the camera. Yep. Yeah. No, everything was great.
Hey, Gary.
Thanks.
Is that cricket? Is that cricket?
Yeah. Hang on to the.
That easy. Okay, folks, in typical form, you're going to witness me messing up everybody's names, but I can call Northport because I work here. Oh, looks. And this will be Isabel Bear serving it up tonight. Going deep and it's out. And we got the infamous Karma Goodwin, our upper judge there, and I don't know who the very decisive call there, Marcy. Line judges are Gerhard Carlson and Marcy Bear. Okay, Haley Young will be serving it up. Nice diving attempt, but a miss by Odessa. I'm going to start getting some names here. Wow, the numbers are all wrong. There's a gimme back to the LeBear. Oh, nice diving attempt by Haley Young.
Gotta hook you up with the mic. Grab that mic in there. Here's your head. Oh, is that popping in there? Yeah.
Testing one, test.
Okay.
Oh, we've got to shorten this cable.
You might have to hold on to that cable to get someone to run over and grab another cable.
Hello?
Can you hear me now? Yep.
Oh, you got one. Okay, I'm joined at the microphone with Mr. Eric Stark, the infamous Eric Stark.
Molly Young back to serve for the Mustangs. That's a little floater. And that's in the net.
We got to get you a new table.
Hello?
Yeah, somehow you're going to have to hold that. Okay.
Is that better? Oh, this is better.
Nice big. The winger up into the bleachers.
Yeah, these teams are both evenly matched. They're 6-6 here in the first game. Both teams come in second place respectively in the North and South Division.
They are equally matched. There's 6 on this side and 6 on that side. Oh, rifling shot deep off the back line.
Now serving for Northport is senior Natalie Glanville. She really has some wicked side spin on her serves. It's hard to handle. And this one had a little too much spin, spun right out of bounds. Back to serve for Odessa is
that
Maddie Wagner?
Maddie Wagner, okay.
Yeah, sophomore. And she serves it in the net.
What are these secondary numbers here? That's killing me.
Well, they have asked their coach before the game. They have 2 different sets of uniforms, and they kind of choose when they arrive what uniforms they want to wear. So they went with the numbers on the left side for tonight's match.
Okay. Little miscommunication on the Odessa side, and it drops under the net. Ashton Barabalt will be serving it up. Looking deep.
Nice set by Natalie Young. A little bit of a miss hit there by Eliza Stark into the net. Ball goes over to Odessa.
Foul ball?
Strike.
Wrong sport. Okay.
Swinging strike.
Nice serve. Belt up nice by Ashton Barabalt, and Kylie Corcoran, just not enough pop on it.
Yeah, this is a big growing experience for these freshmen playing in a match of this magnitude.
I'm going to ramp up our headphone volume here a little. Play it off a light, girls.
Great volley there, deep off the inline. They were tipped by Haley Young, dug up nicely by Odessa. That's a great volley right there.
Score currently 10-9 Northport. And Gallardo goes out and Young comes in for Northport, by the way.
Eliza Stark, nice serve in the back line for Northport. Ball dug by Ashton. Back in the first. Like number 13, McKenna Davison. Oh, this?
Yes.
That's really loud, though.
Yeah, well, don't worry. I've adjusted you way up.
Okay.
So you're good. It's not going out loud. It's just they're going to be able to hear you more clearly.
Okay. We'll eat the mic.
I can turn this down if you want.
Tip on the serve there. Odessa's on a little 3-point run here. Jumped out to a 10-12 lead here in the first match. Nice down ball.
Yeah, no kidding.
Ashton.
There we go. Yeah. Ended up on the wrong side of the net. Okay, Izzy Bear. Played off the beam. The ground rules. We got a low ceiling here. You play it off the lights, play it off the beam.
I don't know if that's a home court advantage or disadvantage.
Yes.
Set up nice for now.
Nice.
A smash in the back row. Took up nice. Tip block. And falls in the middle for a kill.
Come on, girls. Take one for the team. Chew up that floor. Good. Send it to the back court. Make them work to bring it back to the front. They're creating a huge hole in the middle, and Odessa's take. Oh, I think that's going to get corrected right here.
Yeah, if last week was any indication, we're in for a long night. The Mustang played 2 5-game matches that went over 2 hours last week. Luckily, they became victorious on both of them.
I missed Thursdays, but I was there for Tuesdays last week, and yes, it was long, and they worked for every bit of it. Okay, Wagner will be serving it up for Odessa. Is that Wagner? No, that's one.
Smith.
That's Smith.
Senior. Looks like they're picking on our libero back there, Charisma Gallardo. 2 straight spikes right at her.
Just stop it from hitting the equipment. Eric, if you have to dive over the table face first into the bleachers, just protect the equipment. Okay?
I understand.
We on the same
We gotta
page?
have our priorities. Yes.
Okay, yep.
Kind of quietly here, Odessa's climbed out to a 6-point lead here in the first game. 11-17.
Okay, going deep.
The Mustangs need to side out. Get that ball back.
Oh!
Nice tip by Molly Young to get the kill.
Thank goodness her fingers folded over backwards.
It pays to be quadruple jointed sometimes.
Hey, service by Haley Young. Oh, into the net.
Odessa number 9, just a little excited. That's Bruna Parsonson, a junior, back to serve again for the Mustangs. This is Haley Young, junior for Northport.
Nice serve. Out
of bounds.
Unanswered.
Ace by Haley. Mustangs are clawing back into this thing. 14-17. Haley Young again.
Oh, there we go.
Out of bounds.
And walking in front of our booth right now.
Now Odessa. Odessa calling a timeout here.
Trying to disrupt the chi.
I think we could say this volleyball match is going back and forth.
Well, that's a real good strategy when a team is really starting to run away with things, to call a timeout and break up their flow.
Yeah, try to get a little momentum shift. A lot of times you'll see the server come out. Just because they're relaxed, they'll hit one right in the net. Hopefully Haley, she's a junior, she knows that trick, and hopefully it won't affect her here. Nice serve, again to the back row. Setting on the far side.
It's in.
Nice hit there.
The coffin corner.
Yep, that was Maddie Wagner, sophomore. Nice touch on that ball. Gives it side out back to Odessa. We're at 15-18 Odessa ahead here in the first game.
Davison for Odessa serving it up. Get it over. Madison.
Glanville, nice save there. A little miscommunication on the front line. And Wagner this time hits it too long. Side out Mustangs. Molly Young and Eliza Stark trade spots. Molly getting a break on the bench. Eliza goes into the front row.
Okay, Gallardo with the serve.
The one thing that's interesting about Charisma's serves is it's got an incredible amount of topspin. It doesn't really go hard, but it's hard to pick up.
Little deep by Barabalt.
Side out back to Odessa here. Back to serve. Caitlin Shue, a sophomore. Oh, she's got a rocket of a serve. Good thing we got the ice machine on because Natalie Grande is going to need some. Shue again.
Nice serving, man. Play forward a little bit, girls. And they just took 2 steps forward.
Maybe you need to give up your mic job and go back into coaching there, Gary.
I'm an armchair athlete.
A little discussion here on something with the server. I think they're talking about the way their girls are standing in the front line. The Mustangs can't see around them to see the ball.
Or the refs weren't paid enough, maybe, I don't know. And here we go. That's deep. Oh, not deep enough.
So it's 3 straight aces here by Shue. It's given Odessa a commanding 22-16 lead here in the first game. Might be too little too late for the Mustangs, but they can try to get some momentum back heading into that second game. Nice play, spike.
This might work. Nope.
Ball's over. Stark.
Easy, easy. Nice done. Nicely done.
At the net and killed on the Northport side by Odessa, who is rapidly closing out on the first game.
Playing too deep if they put it in the center. Oh. Oh, in the net? Nope. Okay, this will be game point. Match point, sorry.
No, you're right, game point.
I said that.
All 4 hits, I wasn't through. So Odessa comes up after a long 3-hour bus ride and takes the first game of the match here, 25-16.
So when you talk, have you noticed that when you turn your head left and right, how it gets incredibly quiet when you're not sitting right over the microphone?
No, I haven't. I usually don't listen to myself when I talk, so.
I know, but you won't be able to hear me.
I need to get a little microphone for my headset. Maybe I should.
Absolutely. That's my next thing on the agenda, to have a pair of those. But we don't have the equipment that'll accept them yet. So.
Oh, really? They don't have plugins like this?
They require 2 inputs. You have a microphone, or you have an input, one coming into your ears, and a microphone going out. So one plug separated with a tip ring and sleeve that will go into separate channels, one for broadcasting sound and one for getting stuff into your ears, sound into your ears. So we've got a little bit of equipment to see. This will only take a single microphone in, but it won't broadcast to your ears. This is the same as this, and so we need a combination, one that microphone out, sound in.
What if we just got like the top half of a fishing rod, tied it to my head, and just a microphone up front like this?
See right here? This is our headphones. This is our output jack. This is an input jack.
Once again, showing why I'm a teacher and not a technical specialist.
Hey, don't look at me. I've just deceived a lot of people.
All right, the teams are broken their huddle. We're ready here for game number 2. Again, we're calling to you live from the Northport Corral here in Northport, Washington, with a Northeast 1B League volleyball matchup between Odessa, Harrington, or excuse me, just Odessa. They broke up with Harrington. Harrington is their own school this year. Unfortunately, it was so late we didn't get them on the schedule. We'll probably have them next year. We do have them scheduled, I believe, for a basketball game in December. So these are back to being the Odessa Tigers. They were the Odessa Harrington Titans for 4 or 5 years. And that relationship has dissolved.
Okay, serving is Andrew Smith.
Picked up by Gallardo and passed back to Ashton Barabalt with a down ball, and that's trouble. Odessa can't quite handle it. Shoe diving at the net, can't get there. So it'll be 1-0 Northport, and they win the serve on the side out. Hopefully they can put together a little run and get ahead by 4 or 5 points here. Good try. A little short into the net.
A little low on the down ball. Back to Izzy Bear for serving. Sorry. Izzy will probably hate me for calling her that on the online.
And ball hits the low ceiling we have here in Northport. That would be the home court advantage on that play.
Ooh, that
cow Isabel.
That would have been close out of bounds. Looks like they're serving him continuously to her.
Yeah, a lot of times they scout and they find a weak link, or a lot of times they actually serve to their best player, because if she has to receive the serve, it's harder for her to get back up to the front to spike the ball.
True.
A lot of strategy.
Here's our break up the flow play here.
Yeah. Odessa down 5-0 here early on the road in game 2. It's just what the doctor ordered for the Mustangs.
Well, next time, if I know that you're going to be here, I'll bring a mic stand, and you won't have to hold it. You can just have a boom sticking in your face. And
that's actually, I was really admiring. Yours is really nice. I don't know where you got such high quality mic.
Well, our upper judge here, her husband built this for me.
Oh. Would that be the illustrious Mr. Goodwin?
Yes. The Jim Goodwin.
I'm surprised there's not a settling towards Cannon on here.
Ooh, that would have been out. Going deep.
There goes Molly. On ball. Odessa's really working hard here. They want to get that side out. Try to get back in. Oh!
Nicely done.
Dubbed by
Haley Young assisted that one over.
Mustangs have really picked it up here in the second game, playing a much higher level of volleyball than they were in that first game.
Oh, who picked it? I missed it.
Somebody at the net, probably Haley or Molly Young, both are tall and right there in the way. It's a good volleyball play, though.
That would have been, there we go.
Serve out of bounds.
Now 6-1.
McKenna Davison. 6-1 Northport. The general Haley Young back to serve again. Ball
Nice
just
serve.
explodes off her serve.
Big boot, burn it.
And miscommunication.
Communication girls, talk it out.
Gotta work together. Northport still has a nice 6-2 lead, but here comes Shu, and she has a rocket serve. That would be the home court disadvantage as the ball ping-ponged up there in the lights before it found a hole on the floor. Another great serve by Shu.
They're playing back on the back line, and her serves are coming in hot, about 15 feet from the net.
Mustangs got to get a side out here. You know, as low as those are, I wonder if they're allowed to block a serve, or you can jump up and actually hit a serve down.
Yeah, I can't do that. Got to rely on the net to do that.
The only thing stopping Caitlin Shu tonight so far from the service line is Caitlin Shu. Molly Young back for the Mustangs.
Blocked by Davison for Odessa. This is Wagner serving for Odessa. Nice serve. Bring her into the crowd. Come on, girls, dive for it.
And just like that, Odessa is right back in this match, knotted up at 7 with the serve. Northport needs to step up and get a side out here. Get something positive happening in their direction. Nice set to Natalie right
in the hole.
Natalie with a kill there. That's exactly what Northport needed, and now she wins the serve for her team. Hopefully she can rip off 5 or 6 and get that lead back that they had prior to Shu taking over at the service line.
And it's out, about 2 feet long. This is so much more fun over here than just watching, isn't it?
It is. Liza Stark set.
Oh, nicely done.
One thing I really appreciate the Mustangs doing this year, they move the ball around the front line and the back row. They have at any time 4 girls that can hit the ball, and it's hard for a team to favor one side or the other because everybody's a weapon. Ashley Barabout serve it long there.
And we will have no favoritism from you with your daughter. Okay. Are we in agreement? Are we on the same page?
One thing I will say, she is the tallest girl on our team.
Yes, she is, and she's good too, which is awesome. Oh, nicely done.
That was kind of a playoff feel here tonight with this intensity.
No kidding, that was a heated volley right there.
Nice play by Northport to get over. Odessa set up for attack. She in the cross quarter.
Okay.
Odessa has got the lead 11-9.
Gary, what is number 17's name?
You think she's cute? You want me to make a what?
Our cameraman, young Isaac here, just curious about Natosha Boss from Odessa. She plays like a boss. Talk about great names in sports. That's a good one. Boss. Who are you?
Who is
I'm
this
Boss.
kid? Who is this kid down here?
I don't know. Some street urchin they let in, I think. Sometimes I think they want it to look like we have a crowd, so they let in a bunch of free stragglers.
Yeah, so just bring in the Starks.
That's right.
Fill the bleachers.
All right, that's exactly what Northport needed. Little serve right in the net. They'll give them side out. They're only down 10-11. The previously mentioned Gargantuan and Eliza Stark back to serve.
Nice serve.
Nice rocket to the back line. She hits it deep. Granville scoops it up. Barabout sets it, and Granville back spike from the back row. That's something you just don't see very much in high school.
Got a double hit.
Yep, a carry there. That's one of those tweeners. She wasn't sure if she should bump it or set it. She got caught setting it with 2 hands.
Oh! We're currently sitting at 11s. Oh!
Just a little long.
Nope.
Serving for Odessa is Amber Smith. Dug out and down by.
There we go.
By freshman Kylie Corcoran there from her outside hitting spot, who promptly gets substituted out.
Just makes sense.
Of course, no good deed goes unpunished. He's a bear with a nice serve for the Mustangs. Ties up Odessa. What's happening? Molly Young with the kill at the back line.
Nicely done. It's inside the back line. Losing power out of your mic?
No, I just can't hear in this area.
Yeah, I know. Something just happened. It would be this.
Back to serve again for Northport. There's Izzy Bear. She gets an ace just inside the back line.
Good back.
Northport is claiming the lead again, 14-12 here in the second game. Odessa won the first game, 25-16. It was really close, and then Shu came in and rattled off about 7 straight serves, and that was all she wrote in that first game. Side out back to Odessa. McKenna Davison, a sophomore, back to serve. Nice serve, fielded by Natalie Glanville. Set up in Glanville with the kill. Out of bounds on the far sideline.
Oh, I guess not. Wasn't a tip. Ooh, she almost, did you see that afterthought? She was approaching that back line and she did a stutter step and she still managed to get the serve off.
I'll tell you one thing, these Odessa girls don't mess around. They get that ball and they want to serve right now.
Good, keep that game alive.
Molly Young from Izzy Bear there on the block, dug out by Odessa. Back across to Northport.
Out.
Ball is out.
Had to go with the down judge.
McKenna Davison for first serve for Odessa. Oh,
little communication problem.
On the side out Northport, Haley Young back to serve. Another close game here, number 2, 15-16 for Northport. Northport serving.
Nice serve by Haley Young.
Going back row to the barrel under the net. Natosha Box hit it in the net there. We got ourselves a tie game here, 16 apiece. Game number 2. Ooh, tough serve. I think one of the deadliest serves in volleyball is the one that just hits the net and scoops over the top. Everything back to serve again for the Mustangs. This is our 3rd time. Oh, look at that rocket. Again, back row, and that is out of play. And now Odessa calls timeout, feeling a little discombobulated as the Mustangs whip off 5 straight points.
It's currently 18-16 Mustangs. Trying to find somebody in my class, send them to go get a microphone cable for you.
Gary, there is nobody in your class. You're in a class all by yourself.
Finally, somebody noticed. I go so unappreciated.
We'll see if that timeout pays dividends for Odessa. They're currently down by 2 here with 7 points to go for the game. Haley Young back to serve for the Mustangs. And another, a little bit of a floater, some top spin. Threw it over by the bench, and that was deep
Be a
into the
freebie.
net. I think some of these Odessa girls need to do a few more Wheaties for breakfast. They don't have enough oomph to get the ball over the net from that back line.
Rocket.
Young with another rocket right back over to Northport. They should capitalize here. We got Bear ball hitting on the outside cross court, fielded by Odessa, and they get a nice little partially blocked by Natalie Glanville at the net, and then a nice down ball hit right out of bounds off of Shu from Odessa. Mustangs keep rolling.
They're up by 4, ladies and gents.
And I don't mind if Haley Young just keeps serving 5 more and puts this game to bed.
Nicely done.
Ball's over right back to Northport. They get a set up here. Looks like they're going to Bear ball. Big swing.
Nice.
Dug up by the libero at the back line. Down ball.
That's
Bear ball again with a tip. Davison middle. Wrong. Northport's streak continues.
instant reaction when she retreated there, and that saved the point.
Anything stopping Haley Young? Oh no, here comes our nemesis Shu. The only thing that stops her is herself. Hopefully she won't get them all over. Set up for Molly Young. Hit back to Libero. A tip. Fielded by Haley Young. And a down ball by Bearball to the back corner. Dug up nicely by Smith for Odessa. Back across the net to Haley Young, who digs it up. We come this side where Natalie Glanville with a sweet kill right there in the middle. That's a big time play for the Mustangs. And Collardo back to serve with a 22-17 lead here for the Mustangs. There's that top spinner.
Oh, right on the line. You know, I'm noticing that there's not a whole lot of power except with a couple individuals with the kills, but there's a lot of finesse. They're putting it into spots that are weak on the other side. Serves are serves are stellar.
Yes.
But during the volleys, there's only 2 or 3 on each side that have a whole lot of kill power, but there's a lot of finesse being done here.
And he's back.
Got another timeout called by Northport.
Wagner serving for Odessa back in the match. Now it's 22-20 Northport, but Odessa still serving. Our illustrious line judges for tonight's match, Mr. Gerhard Carlson and Mrs. Marcia Bear. That is a thankless job.
Been there many times.
Yes.
It's fun though. You are right in the action when you're playing that position.
Yep. And usually when it's all said and done, we're still friends. Wagner back. Serves again for Odessa. Down ball by Lard on the back line. Hit. What is that? What's it called? It is in. Right on the line. It looked like, I thought it was in, but then the line judges was a little confusion. One corrected her, and it's Natalie Glanville back to serve. Northport ahead 23-20. This is paramount she gets this serve in.
You talk about the thankless position of calling lines. Into the crowd, Ashton Bearball. But that position, when the teams expect an instant call, and sometimes it happens so fast. If you're not just looking at the lines and you're watching the game, you end up missing. So,
big ace there, Malia Davison for Odessa. And they're now climbing back within 1 point here. We could go to extras.
23-22. Ooh, that would have been out, but that's okay.
Get together, Northport. Tied at 23 here. It's got to get a side out, Northport.
23-23, Northport's ahead. Ooh, here we are at the game point. Who do we have serving?
Leah Davison and our senior captain, Ashton Bearball, trying to salt this game away and knot us up at 1 apiece here in game 2. A jump serve right over. Nice serve. Right back to Northport. So they've got a chance here to get a good kill. Little spin pass. Oh, that looked like it was held. No call by the official. Nice setup. Haley Young. Chip fly.
Oh, wow. Nail biter.
For a tip there. No tip. We're going to extra points. 24 apiece.
Hold.
Collardo digs up the serve. Haley Young. Nice kill on the back wall. 2 Tigers diving for the ball, but they could not get there. That brings up freshman Eliza Stark serving with the game on the line here.
Could I get you?
Nice serve by Eliza right to the back line. Blocked at the net. Dug up by Oh, found a hole in the middle. Oh, Odessa, we're going more extras. Set up for Haley Young, comes middle, dug up by Libero there for Odessa. Barrel ball, tip set.
Nicely done, Haley Young.
She sees them all lining up for the block, notices a little opening on the side, and tips the ball over there for the kill. Northport again has an opportunity to win the game here, up 26-25. Little engine that could, Isabel Bear coming in, hopefully serving for game point. A short.
Wow.
Over the net. Molly Young just hit the tape. We're tied at 26. Sophomore McKenna Davison back to serve. Nobody wants to win. Nobody wants to win this.
Yeah, I'm getting that. I get that impression.
Haley Young with a nice, oh, that's shanked. Oh, nice hustle by Odessa. Gets it over. I thought that was game point. Bear ball with it.
Oh, here we go. That's it. Northport takes number 2 tonight.
I think that was another example, Gary, of what you were talking about earlier, where she just took a little pace off the ball. The girls were expecting the heater. They got the change up and they deflected it out of bounds for the kill.
Radio. I love the baseball metaphors. That's my sport anyway. I love watching volleyball. I love calling lines of volleyball because you're right in the heat of it. But baseball's my thing. Oh, here we come with our other cable. Oh, he's bringing 2 cables.
He doesn't mess around.
Nope.
Either that or he had no idea what he was grabbing, so he just grabbed everything he could.
Okay. You're dead. You just grabbed 2? Just in case? Yeah. Okay, go ahead and set this one down and we'll plug him in, please. I know. It would have been 2 days of extra credit.
I would say something.
I heard there's this new medication called Odessa. Probably need a prescription.
Okay, your microphone's not even plugged in, so you can pull it.
Dave can hear me, that's all that matters. Odessa.
I didn't know you got an experimental certificate. What?
Here we go, you're up.
Back live from the corral here in Northport.
Where's that other cable?
We're, I don't know where that other cable is. It right here. Maybe it got thrown.
Okay,
right
yeah,
here.
leave it in there. Leave it in there. It's labeled with tape. I can figure it out when tomorrow in class.
So we've got a great, as advertised, league matchup here between the Odessa Tigers coming up from the South Division and the Northport Mustangs. Both of these teams currently are second place in each of their divisions. Northport with a 5-2 record, Odessa with a 6-2 record, and fittingly we have a split after 2 games. Each has a win. Isabel Bear setting to serve to start the 3rd game here for Northport. Nice serve by Isabel. Dug up by Bearball. Bear in there does a pass set. Dug by Wagner for Odessa. They come to the front line. Dug out by Gallardo. And then Gladwell comes over for a nice spinner to the back row, and Odessa will take a crack at it. And they will hit it long. 14, McKenna Davison, the sophomore, just a little too much mustard on that hot dog.
Sometimes it's good just to lob it to the back to give yourself time to recuperate up front.
Ooh, home court possible advantage there.
Outside the antenna.
Out of the antenna. Shoe dove and just couldn't quite get there. Northport again off to a fast start here, up 2-0.
What a cannon that one was. Digging deep, and Haley Young for the down ball.
Oh, that was a carry.
Oh,
It hit the ceiling. Hit the ceiling, and nobody saw that. That should have been side out. Oh, they did. They did give it to Northport.
They did, yes.
I thought they initially.
Hence Isabel Barra serving.
Right into the net. So.
Is the air conditioner on? Man, I keep feeling that hefty draft.
I think it's the wood shop coming in the back there.
Oh, okay. Dig it off the net. Good. Oh, excellent.
Hey, that was a great hustle play by the Mustangs. Haley Young diving backwards out of bounds, tried to save it. Just couldn't quite get it in play. Smith serving for Odessa. Ball's coming back right now.
That was a dangerous, dangerous return for Northport. Into the net.
Haley tries to do a slide. And no fishing there. Nobody called in the net. So it'll be
Nope.
Smith serving again. Tied at 3 here in game 3.
Ooh, she just about. Oh, that's a dangerous, dangerous thing to do.
That ball was hit wide, got lucky there, but you're right.
When you lob it just to the other side of the net, that's a setup for a pounding.
And Odessa seems primed to attack on those. They've hit numerous of those back for kills tonight. Haley Young serves for Northport. Great kill. I can't see who that was. Looks like it might have been.
Okay, I'll kind of scoot over and make the call for this side.
Number 7. It looks like it was Maddie Wagner, a sophomore. Put that one away for Odessa. We're tied at 4 in game 3.
Man, this back row better move forward.
The younger Davison McKenna serving. She's a sophomore for Odessa, but she looks tough.
Bad call. Okay, we got a time called by Northport. Score is currently 4-6 Odessa. I should say 6-4 Odessa.
That's correct. Like I said, Gary, earlier, nobody's in your class, Captain.
Yeah, nobody's also listening.
I am.
Oh, I'll look to find out who's watching.
What is our viewership up to these days?
Oh, we have 10 watching. Right on. Welcome everybody. Those of you that are joining us tonight that can't be here in this monstrous venue.
Oh, that nice serve again by Davison. Too hard to handle by Ashton Barabalt. Odessa extends their lead to 3, 7-4 here in game 3. Going back row to Haley Young.
They'll have to work for this one. And they worked for that one. Easy, easy, easy. Oh, a little bit too much altitude on that.
Yep, I agree. It was a good idea, but she gave him too much time to.
Oh, no!
The tape is our friend. Haley Young with a down ball that just crawled over the net after hitting it. Giving Northport the ball back in a crucial time here. Molly Young with a serve.
Nicely done.
Shu sets it up. And it hits the net and comes over. That's when Eliza Stark just has to jump up and tip that ball down.
Okay, I almost forgot a very crucial two members of our crew, and that's the guy sitting over my left shoulder here running the camera. Isaac Bear and Sam Judd.
Nice down ball. Again, change of pace there.
Nice block by Natalie Glanville. A little lobber by, who is that? That was Carstensen. Score currently 9-5 Odessa. And our nemesis again, Shu serving up. Dishing out some smoke.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't think it's anything special, but her serves just explode off her hand. And they're very hard to handle. So we have had a hard time tracking them down all night. And that trend is continuing here as Odessa extends their lead to 11-5. in the third game.
Playing them awfully high off the body there.
Ashton Bearball leading that nice little tip to get the side out. A nice reprieve, much needed by the Mustangs. Back to service, senior Natalie Glanville. And into the game, replacing Easy Bear is freshman Kylie Corcoran. Ooh, nice spot on that serve.
That would have been out too.
Ashton Bearball from Glanville.
Nice placement by Corcoran.
Good communication by Northport that we had 3 hitters in one spot.
Well done.
Back in their face. Blocked by Bearball, but it went out of bounds. Off of Bearball there. Way to get up. It's part of the game of volleyball. Very exciting for the Northport Mustangs, but the point goes to Odessa. Wagner serves in the net. So side out back to Northport. Ashton Bearball prepares to serve. She's got that nice jump serve. We let that one a little short. I think we also need to invest in some announcing chairs with some padding over here.
What's that?
So I feel like we also could invest in some announcing chairs with a little extra padding.
I concur wholeheartedly. I'm sore every time these games are over with.
Nice dig by Molly Young. Tip by Haley Young. She just floated above the net, read the defense, and hit it where they weren't.
And who is this serving? I'm not sure. I don't recognize her.
That would be freshman Eliza Stark.
Oh, nice stop, Ashton.
Good deep ball here.
Okay, we're on the comeback trail. I'm supposed to remain unbiased. I know that.
Oh no, we're the Mustang announcers.
I offered this position to somebody from Odessa, but they didn't take it.
They probably, your reputation preceded you, and they knew that no one was in the class.
Oh yeah, they would be horribly intimidated.
Of course.
You know, being the picture of virile manhood that I am. Yes.
Stark with her third serve. This one they get back. And get a nice little tip right on the sideline, kind of in the middle.
I don't know. I'm not a volleyball coach, but that back row seems to be playing a little far back.
Well, I'm not a volleyball coach either, so I can't really say anything. I know if you go too far back, they serve in front. You come in front, they try to serve over the top. So this is a great time for all you fans that live here in Northport. Come down and get one of our world famous hamburgers in the concession stand. They're only $5 for a double.
Oh, we are ready for the Nielsen ratings. We're up to 12 viewers now. Welcome the other two, whomever you are.
I wonder if they know if they turn on the volume, they get these two jokers trying to announce the game. Ball set back, Kylie Corcoran with a down ball, just long. And Odessa has stretched the lead out to 7 here. Northport needs to make a comeback or this game will be long gone. Back to serve for Odessa is junior Brenna Carstensen. Ooh.
That's using your head, Haley.
Another hard return. I think if I could say what serve receive has been Northport's bugaboo here.
You see where they're playing now on the back row? They're coming up to the free throw line there, which is about 2 feet closer to the net than where they were.
Back row set for Bearball. 2 down balls are into the net. We need Northport needs to side out here, or this game will be gone. And that ball is promptly one hit off of bear ball out of bounds, and now it's 20-10. I think I hear the fat lady warming up. This game is about done. Going to the Tigers.
Come on, girls. Dig deep. It's not over till the proverbial fat lady sings, so. That's about 10 unanswered.
Yep. Let's go. Get a side out. Get some momentum back here heading into the game 4 Mustangs.
Nice spot.
Spot is Kylie Corcoran, and that is out of bounds. There's the side out they need. Is it too little too late, however?
It ain't over till it's over. I know that's great grammar.
Izzy Bear in for the Mustangs and serving. She's got a little side spin on her serve as well. I've noticed she's developed last couple of games. Wagner down ball in the net gives Northport a little spark here. Down 10.
All it's going to take is about 3 unanswered, and they're going to get jacked up again, and they're going to put on the heat.
A nice play, Haley to Molly to Haley, and she just hits it wide. Unfortunately, great sequence of events there. Ladies hustling on their toes, just didn't execute the kill, and it's side out. Amber Smith now serving for Odessa. They're up 23-12 here in game 3. Both teams split one of their first 2.
Hammered to the outfield. Oh yeah, wrong sport again.
Amber Smith to serve for the game here, game 3. Haley Young right back. And
that is all she wrote.
Once again, passing issues, serve receive for Northport is what's been plaguing them tonight, and that's what happened there in game 3. So Odessa takes a 2-1 lead here from the corral. We'll have our 3-minute timeout before we head to game number 4.
That must be nice though. To get a look at the big screen. You can play basketball this year.
I can set it.
Basketball or junior high?
By the way, we're dead now. I've got, that's what's picking up everything in the crowd. So we can keep the audio on but as soon as the game starts, I kill the camera and race back to the light. That's what we with headsets. Surprisingly, it doesn't mean that's just you're so comfortable and you have the background. I don't know if that's needs a restaurant. Rack our inputs back up, and we're back live again.
Testing. Volleyball fans, we're back here getting ready to start game number 4 between Odessa and Northport, live from Northport, Washington. The lovely Northport, Washington this time of year, as we have all the fall colors, a little frost in the morning, beautiful sunny clear afternoons. Odessa leads 2-1 here in game 4, and they will be serving. Senior Amber Smith will start it off. A nice whack over the net, and he hit it right out of bounds. Again, serve receive. I think that's, if anything the Mustangs learn they got to work on is just a little better serve receive. I don't know if it's the spin or the trajectory, but we have just not done a very good job at returning the serves from Odessa.
There we go, 1, 2, 3. It'll go to Northport. And that's good to see that the score is not 0. It'll be good for them.
That was close. I thought it looked a little like it might be in from here, but she has the better angle on the line, so we will trust her. The younger Davison McKenna up to serve for Odessa here.
Barabalt to Gallardo, down ball, Barabalt. Deep into Odessa territory. Oh, that would be out.
Hit long by Malia Davison that time.
Ooh! Not enough flex in the net. It ate it up on the serve. Okay, here we go again. Caitlin Shue. Nice serve. Nice dig.
Great dig. Let's see if we can get a side out here or not. There we go.
That's
great kill by Barabalt.
That was a hammer.
And that's what we needed. She didn't get any points this round. This could be crucial for this game. That she didn't get any points that first time. We can build a lead before she gets back. Molly Young with the floater. That unfortunate floater right out the back end of the court. No points there. Maddie Wagner, a sophomore, back to serve for Odessa. She's got a lot of top spin on that serve too. Dug up by Haley Young, but it goes right over the net.
Oh, no.
Ashton Barabalt just a little short on her tip attempt. I think Odessa was not prepared for that.
I don't think Ashton was either.
And a long serve by Wagner gives it back to Northport. Subbing in for the Mustangs, freshman Kylie Corcoran.
Nice serve by
Knuckleball by
Glenn.
Natalie. I don't know how she does that. She either has a side spin or a knuckleball. Both of them are filthy, and I would not want to try to meet that in a dark alley at night.
I'm here to tell you, those serves, they drift. They can drift as much as 8 to 10 inches.
She picks it up. Oh, nice hustle. Can they get it? No. That is great hustle by the Tigers, though. Great play. A couple girls diving in the stands here and almost hit it over the net legally. Northport retakes the lead 6-5 here in game 4.
It's a tough play. No biggie. Hey, we are up to 14. Oh, little short. I'm really glad to see that people are watching. There's 14 watching. That's awesome. Welcome, whoever it is that joined us.
Maria Davison, the older sister there, serves in the net, so it's side up back to Northport. We have senior captain Ashton Barabalt. Hasn't got her jump serve going tonight. Hopefully this will get her going because we need her to get us some easy points with her serve. Nice ball. Great kill there by McKenna Davison. Sophomore jumped up and put that one down.
That was a hard hit. I listened for the boom.
Ball set up for freshman Eliza Stark, and she hits it long. Another point for Odessa.
That would have
to
been
serve for the Tigers is Brenna Carsonson, a junior setter.
Oh. Play it.
Haley hustles over.
There's a freebie.
Gets it over on the free ball. See if they can get reset and try to block here. Eliza tips it over. Maybe it was Haley. What are those two together there?
9-9. Northport is ahead.
That's that new math for you, ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
it.
Eliza Stark back to serve for the Mustangs.
That was
on the line.
That didn't look like it from here, but that's the man 4 feet away from it. Of course, he's old.
Amber Smith back to serve for Odessa.
Don't play too far back. And she just moved forward a foot. You can always raise your hands up.
Set up there. Natalie Granville on a free ball. It amazes me the different types of spins they can even put on those free balls.
Play it. Oh, look out. Could be rough.
And it was called in.
It's called in.
Mr. Carlson with a little fancy officiating there. We're not sure what his hometown calls mean. Sometimes we need an interpreter for the official.
Oh, bad. Oh. Those are always rough, that close to the net. Trying to make that judgment call. Am I too close? Can I kill? Is it going to be blocked? Am I going to get it slammed in my face?
Easy ball back to serve for the Mustangs. It'd be nice if they could rip out 5 or 6 points here and get a little bit of a cushion. Nice kill there by Wagner.
That girl's got hops too.
I think she's only a sophomore. Yep, she's a sophomore. She'll be around for a couple more years haunting the Mustangs in the district tournament, I'm sure.
Hey, who wasn't playing their position?
Another tough serve receive for Northport. If they look back on tonight's match and they lose this, I think they can look to that as one of their challenges they have. They're just not consistent receiving serves and getting good passes up to the setter. Odessa gets a free ball here.
Look out, look out. There should have been 2 up and jumping on that.
Aaliyah Davidson their time with the slam. I wonder, does Northport get an assist when you set up the other team and they spike it on the face?
Okay.
There was an ace there by the younger Davison McKenna.
Okay, when the Mustangs review this, you know, they are probably going to hear us.
Oh, here we go. Nice kill by Natalie. 11-16.
Okay, Haley. Get in the zone, girl. It's a tough one.
Skip out on that. A little momentum. That's what the Northport needs here.
Couldn't really see it because of our camera positioning, and one day we will have a video switcher and we will work 2 cameras, but currently it got a little close to the net and they couldn't dig it out of the net in time, so.
Wagner and hits it deep. So that's Northport off the hook because she's been the Mustang killer tonight.
Okay, I'm seeing smiles on the girls' faces again, so. they got their morale booster.
No, there we go.
Done.
The tape was our friend once again. And right away, Odessa calls timeout. Northport back in the match here. 14-16, Odessa's ahead in game 4. And Odessa leads 2 games to 1. In this back and forth volleyball match between the 2 second place teams in the Northeast 1B divisions. We have Odessa from the South League, or South Division, and Northport, who's number 2 in the North Division. Just a half game ahead of Republic.
Well, our skilled cameraman is like right on top this game, I tell you.
And I think he's single, ladies. If you are looking for a date for Halloween, he might be available. Oh, there's an ace by Haley. And the Mustangs are rolling. I see a little bit of fear here in Odessa's face.
They rolling with the homies. Oh, I won't quit my day job.
Yeah, thanks. Oh. Another.
It's a foul tip up into the upper bleachers. Into the nosebleed section.
I'll say, too, if Northport comes back and wins this match, I think Odessa can also point to their serve receive. They've had a little bit of trouble receiving. Oh. That one is hit just a little off the line. Long, much anticipated side out, and that brings up the Mustang killer tonight. Caitlin Shu, her serving has been outstanding, and the only thing that stopped her is
the double hit that the refs didn't call.
Well, it's interesting to bring that up because I asked them that on the serves, they're allowed to, they can hit them multiple times.
Oh, okay.
as they're trying to play the serve. And the same thing on a block. If they jump up and they block it,
Yeah, that I knew.
they can
Yeah.
dig it up. But I agree, because last game there was a few of those, and I asked the ref, and they explained to me that actually is legal on a serve if it hits a couple
Oh,
of
that
spots.
that to me looked like a carry right there, but whatever.
All right. Saw that Mustangs take the lead, 18-17.
Is that the first time this game?
I think we led earlier. I think it was 2-0 or 3-2, but it's been a while. This can't get any separation, unfortunately.
Okay,
13
Eric,
apiece.
I think you chased off one of our viewers. We're down to 13.
I even showered today. I knew I was going to do this.
Oh, man. Shower, it's not Saturday.
Elijah Stark in the
And
middle,
Stark
walked out of bounds.
got the hammer, couldn't take the heat.
Freshman, she's got tons of potential. And they bring in another freshman here, Kylie Corcoran. They got the freshman front line and senior Natalie Glanville back to serve. Cross court dug up by the Mustangs. Back to Kylie. Down ball dug out by Odessa. We got Davison in the middle, and she puts away a filthy kill.
Put it right in a huge hole.
And we're tied at 19, folks. We've already had one game go to 28-26, and we might be on the same course here in game 4. Davison with a nice serve to the back line. That would be Malia Davison. And here comes Smith. Nice hit. Puts it in there for Odessa. I think they're sensing a little blood in the water. They want to wrap this match up here and not make it go 5 if they can. Malia Davison again with a rocket serve. Hit by Kylie
Into
Corcoran.
the hole. Nicely done.
Perfect placement. You know, if you didn't see it on the program, you wouldn't believe that she's a freshman. Very savvy, really smart, intelligent player. Uses the whole court. Here's Ashton Barabot with that floater jump serve. It'd be nice if she could get 5 in a row here and get us to game 5. Back set to her jump spike from the back row. She brought the thunder.
I'm sensing some jubilance on the Northport side here.
Yeah, we have another timeout. I believe this is by Odessa. This is their second timeout, final timeout of game 4. Northport's ahead 21-20 with the ball. Senior captain Ashton Barabalt serving for the Mustangs, trying to force game 5, which would be the 3rd consecutive match here for Northport to go to 5 games. They won the previous 2, beating Wellpennant and Valley Christian on Saturday. They would love nothing more to go to a 5-gamer and win again.
Oh, I'm sure.
Nice serve. Barabalt just trying to place those in every time. Nice hit.
They're 2 feet off the back line.
That's the younger Davison McKenna there with the kill. They're tied at 21. And back to serve is number 9, Brenna Carson, a junior setter for Odessa. There's the freshman Kylie Corcoran. Puts in the back row.
Going up and kill it.
There's Natalie. That's
going to be a tough play. Tough to play.
Smith gets it.
And it's not to be.
Short ceiling. Helping out Northport. We'll call it the home court advantage that time. Mustangs ahead 22-21 here. Freshman Eliza Stark back to serve.
You know what? I think
it's shoe with this cross court dug by Barabalt. Set up to Haley Young. Puts it away.
Haley Young hammers one. Just about the 12-foot mark.
Showing why she was voted all league last year as a sophomore at the outside hitter. Eliza Stark wants just 2 more serves here to get a chance to go to game 5. Set up Davison. Hits it out.
Looky there.
Mustangs are 1 point away from forcing game 5.
I think when they review this as a team, they're going to find that their back line.
Shoot. Oh, no. kind of a tweener there. Looked like it caught Glanville off guard. Wasn't sure if she should set or pass or what to do with it. We'll go side out. We got Amber Smith, the senior, back to serve for Odessa. They're trailing 22-24. Northport just needs a point, a side out, and they'll win this game. They're going to set up Haley. She hammered the last one. Oh, tried to get a little cute with that one.
If she'd have got it about 2 feet lower off the net. Nice work, girls.
Great hustle.
Both sides.
Here comes Wagner. Dug by Glenn.
Play it off the boom.
Barabalt sets up Young. Set over Shoe. Tips it back.
Doing those tips to give a little bit of time.
Molly Young.
That's it. There's game 5 coming. Wow, nice hustle. Both sides worked every bit of that.
Well, we kind of quibbed earlier. It'd be fun to see if Northport could come back and force game 5. They've done that in their last 2 matches, winning both of them over Welpinett and Valley Christian. They also have a 5-game win streak, and if I didn't know any better, if I looked at my watch, I might even say that today was the 5th, but I know it's only the 3rd, so almost lots of 5s going on tonight.
Well, we just lost 3 viewers right at the point where the game ends and everybody's going to take a bathroom break or something.
They're going to check their Facebook and they'll come back in a couple minutes, I hope. Who'd leave when you got game 5?
Yeah,
Northeast
really.
1B volleyball.
Okay, we'll be back with you as soon as this game is ready to start.
All right, we got Gary Ghost and Eric Stark here live from the Corral in Northport, Washington. The exciting Northeast 1B League volleyball action between the visiting Odessa Tigers and the home Northport Mustangs. The Tigers are black and orange. You can tell by their libero, and the Northport is black and red. You can tell by their libero. Odessa's right to left, and Northport's playing left to right. Exciting. We got game 5 here. Ready to go. These games, remember, only go to 15. You still win by 2. Odessa apparently won the serve and have senior Amber Smith back ready to serve. Pretty exciting. There's been lots of great volleyball action tonight. Both teams at times kind of going on runs with serves. Teams having a hard time with serve receive and passing. Caitlin Chu has really just took it to the Mustangs whenever she serves. Hopefully we won't get to see her here in the 5th game because that might be all she wrote. So Amber Smith and now both benches in the crowd. Let's get excited. We got game 5 volleyball here. Gallardo digs up the serve from Smith, and Haley Young just serves it over on a free ball. Odessa looking to take the lead. Wagner off the tape.
I saw the flag start down, and then all of a sudden it went up and go. Oh yeah, that was out by about 8 inches.
Serve there for Mustangs by Izzy Bear, and again whacked by Wagner. You know, for a sophomore, she sure hammers the ball hard. Barabalt blocked at the net on her spike attempt. Side out Odessa.
I think they just that are lower judge there just missed a net.
McKenna Davison with a nice serve.
Can't do that. Can't lob them up to the net. Those are killers. Anybody with any hops and any kill power is going to take a monster advantage.
Oh, the tape is their friend on those serves. I tell you, that's the most effective serve in volleyball, the one that hits the net and then just dies. Back set to Gallardo in the back row for a down ball there. Lots of top spin. Tip by Wagner. Over the block. Set Izzy to Natalie Glanville. Just out down the sideline.
Cross body kill. Almost never works.
McKenna Davison again serving. And Northport calls a quick timeout. They're down 5-1. Remember, in game 5, you only go to 15, so every point is crucial. Northport really needs to get a side out here and get that ball back.
Yeah, they dropped 2/5 of the score off, so that finish happens really quickly.
It's funny how quickly the momentum changes. You know, we were just talking about how Odessa looked a little tight at the end of last game and Northport was rolling. Now Northport's the ones who looks a little tight and Odessa's smiling. So they have a 5-1 lead here in the 5th game. Northport with a free ball there. Playing it safe.
Perfect kill zone right there. That was a perfect set. 3 feet from the net. You can do a follow through and stay out of the net and give it all you got.
McKenna Davison still serving for Odessa. And it's up to 7-1. Northport really needs a side out here.
Get off that back row.
Ashton, nice pass. Back row to Gallardo on the down ball. Lots of spin. Dug up by Davison off the ceiling. Wagner, a little change of pace spike there just to the back.
There we go.
Oh. Great idea, just not enough to get over the net.
That needed inches to clear that net.
You have a touch.
Don't fall apart now. Keep it together. Refocus, whatever it takes.
McKenna Davison, I think she served all their points here. I could be wrong, but I think she has 9 of their 10 points serving. Another rocket serve.
Hefty serve.
Northport needs to get together here. Gotta believe. Maybe need a little luck. Something good to happen so they can hopefully get back in this match again. We're in game 5, tied at 2, and we only go to 15.
Oh no.
And it is 12-1 Odessa. They are running away with game 5 here. Northport needs side out like no other right now. And the ball goes back to Odessa. They set up for Malia Davison, who pitches it right in the middle. Set up for Haley Young for down ball in the net. Well, the Mustangs did a great job of battling tonight in this Northeast battle of second place teams from the 2 divisions.
Good call.
They will hopefully meet again in the district tournament, but it looks like Odessa is going to win this one in 5. They're up 14-1 now. Again, McKenna Davison, I believe, has served 13 of these points, and she's trying to close the match out with another hard serve to bare ball, down ball.
Ooh, that was deep
Davison. McKenna, her older sister there.
That was deep also. Both of those.
Bare ball.
That's it. That's it. That's a wrap. Yep.
That's a ball game. Well, stick around for our post-game show with Gary Gosen. He'll be interviewing players from both teams as well as giving out a free Ferrari for those of you that stay with us.
No. Gary Gosen will be going home.
We know you live here, Gary. You have no home.
So all 13 of our viewers, thank you. And we appreciate it. And we will now be signing off here in Northport, Washington.